Okay, folks, this is going to be a very quick video, real short, to the point. I just created a new offer estimate calculator. It's pretty cool. I just kind of wanted to show you how it works. It is based off of other calculators that I've used. I've used so many gurus calculators online, and they all are pretty cool. I've gotten some from my mentorships that I'm a part of, and they all do well. They all work well, but the numbers will typically be all over the place. I mean, not all over the place, but they're usually pretty close. So what I did is I put like several of my favorite features into my own calculator from everybody else's. So if you see things that are you know, you've seen them before, it's because I basically saw what other people were using in their calculators. I started to learn how to do the coding of it, getting all the codes, and then once I figured all that out, I just designed my own. So what you'll see here is basically what you got. So I'm not going to do a tutorial here or anything because I have a tutorial that I'm going to allow you to get free. You'll be able to check it out in the description or in the comments. Basically, I have a whole course on how to use this calculator. So it's free. Go, feel free to check it out. Anyway, basically, this is the main section here. Let me see if I can show you. Okay, this is the main section here, which is the offer estimator section. Is what I like to call it. This is basically where I basically use this mostly to get my offers, because it's going to give you a lot more control. So you have the square footage. You have here you have a drop down for your price per square foot based on how much something needs. You have a rehab key that basically tells you in a roundabout way. It's not 100% accurate, but it gives you little tips to how to determine how much rehab costs will be, for a dollar amount. So this drop down is a dollar amount, and here's your key here to kind of determine the dollar amount, right? So you have after repair value. That's the white areas are where you're going to plug in your numbers. The yellow areas are where you have drop downs, and that's basically the only areas that you're going to want to touch, right? You have an extra area, say how much something's going to cost. Sometimes I get properties where the seller will know, they've already got a quote, so you can put the quoted number price in here. Same thing with agents. They may tell you, they have this that needs to be fixed. They got a quote that's going to cost them this much. So extra cost that you can put in there. You have to use a negative number. That's what that's there for. And then it kicks out the maximum allowable offer, and then what you're going to push it out to your buyers for, right? So that's basically that. That also works with the high ticket items section, which is basically where you're going to put, yes or no. And this is an average kind of price points for what everything costs. Some of it might be high, some of it might be low. It is what it is. If you really want to, you can go in and change things. You can change the way the code is here. The code is here if well, I guess you can't see up there on your screen. See if I can. No, I can't show you that. But up there, that's where the code is. You can change the code if you're a little bit more savvy with Google Sheets. All right, so that is that. We have a quick offer calculator. Now this is based on Jerry Norton's calculator. He had something where you just put in the numbers from estimates within Redfin, Zillow, and Realtor. Now he had like 3 spaces, but I realized that Realtor has 3 estimates, so I put some more, and then I also put his PropWire estimate here as well. And then you can have other estimate. Maybe you're pulling it from PRIVY, I think gives estimates. PropStream probably gives estimates, so you can do another one, and it gives you basically an average, and that's like a quick offer. If you want to just get on the phone and give somebody a quick offer, it may not be 100% accurate, but it gets you close, right? And then you have your lots. This is just basically a percentage of a new build ARV, and then a teardown amount. So typical teardown amounts. And then gives you your buy price and your maximum allowable. Square foot to acres. So you have your square foot to acres calculations. You just plug in what the acres are. Sometimes you'll get the square foot, but you don't know how many acres that is. And this basically tells you what that is. You just type in your acres. If it's acres, you type it in here and it gives you a number here. If it's square feet, you type in your number here and it gives you the number here. Pretty simple. All right. And then we have ARV minus percentage. What this does is it basically is the main formula that most wholesalers learn when they're first learning how to wholesale is ARV minus 75% minus rehabs. So I've made this so you plug in your square footage, it'll kick out a rehab cost based on your ARV. You just also put in your ARV, then you can plug in whatever percent of ARV that particular area might be. Sometimes I'm getting percent of ARV from my buyers, or sometimes I'm getting it by running some numbers and calculations in a certain zip code. I do kind of an average. I might come up with a calculator for that later. But and so that's what that's for. And then it is going to kick out your buy price. You also put in your assignment fee, and that has to be a negative number as well if you're going to put that in there. So put your assignment there. And that's basically it. You also have your ARV estimator, and this basically is where you put your comps in to kind of get your ARV. So it's an awesome calculator. I don't feel like sometimes I used to jump from calculator to calculator. I'm like, I need all of this in one. When I'm really trying to crunch some numbers, I want to be as accurate as possible. I've had some mishaps, so I want my calculator to be as accurate as possible. So 9 times out of 10, I'm going to be over here and here in this section here. I'm not going to mess with the rest of this stuff. But if I have to, it's there. So anyway, this calculator is free. You'll be able to copy this thing. There's a whole tutorial that basically gets into the nuts and bolts of how to work it. So if you're interested in this, I would be happy to help you with it. There's a chat section in my course, so you can chat with me if you need to ask any questions about it. If you see any problems with it, something I did wrong, you need to know how to change some number, you want to add some numbers to it, I can show you all that real quick. So anyway, just wanted to put that out there, and I hope this helps some people. Take a look.